Welcome everyone to this upper body strength yoga flow. This yoga flow is designed to help you build some strength from the inside out. As you know, I keep myself busy with healthy aging, but at the same time creating a safe space for our nervous system to regulate. But for healthy aging, we need our muscles to strengthen and to stay strong. That's why I decided I want to include more strength training here on my channel. So we all can become healthy as long as possible and heal from the inside out, but at the same time don't doing this traditional strength training. I want it to be nervous system regulated. So what we will be doing is we will be holding different asanas for a longer period, more deep breath, so our muscles can strengthen. If you want to deepen your practice and if you want more purpose and more freedom in your life, then have a look at my website. You will find the link in the description below. Now, let's begin. We will start in tabletop position. So make sure your hands are right underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. We will start with the warm up. Starting with 5 rounds of cat and cow. Inhaling, looking up and arching the back, opening the chest, and exhaling, pushing away, rounding your back and tucking your chin. Beautiful. 4 more like this. Inhale. Two more. Make them count. Your breath is deep and your exhale is long. Signalizing your nervous system that you're safe. Warming up the spine and the back, but also the shoulders. Beautiful. From here, on your next inhalation, lifting the right arm up and over. Exhaling, thread the needle, but don't place your shoulder on the mat. Keep it hovering. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, thread the needle. One more here. Beautiful. Changing sides. Left side. Inhale. Lifting up. Exhale. Thread the needle. Hover the shoulder and the arm. Moving with your breath. One more here. Beautiful. Coming back to tabletop and starting with these 8-figure circles, warming up the wrists and the hips. Your core is strong. And feeling the shift of your weight. But at the same time, keeping your breath deep and steady. Signalizing safety to our nervous system. One more breath here. Replacing your knees and your hands, making sure they're placed underneath your shoulders and your hips as we will be moving into bird dog. Lifting your left arm and your right leg. making sure your core is strong. Your hips are leveled. Activating your glutes, your arms, your shoulders, your back, your core. And staying here for 3 more breaths. And on your exhalation, letting go, changing sides. Inhale, lifting the right arm and the left leg. Exhale. 3 more breaths. On your next exhalation, letting go. From here, we will be moving into our strength building sequence. So tuck your toes and lift your hips up in downward facing dog. Pedal your feet if your hamstrings still feel stiff. And now settling in and staying here for 5 breaths. Making sure your shoulders are not hanging, but you push away. Your hips are elevated. Two more deep breaths. And on your next exhalation, rounding into high plank. Staying here for 5 breaths. Two more. And on your next exhalation, shifting back into chaturanga. Slowly, if you want, you can lower down your knees. Moving very slowly. And pushing up into baby cobra. Staying here for 3 breaths. Feeling the activation of the tricep. Ooh. I'm getting to my max. And on your next exhalation, push back into child's pose. Resting for a second here, signalizing your nervous system you're safe. Placing your forehead on the mat. One more breath here. So we will be doing one more round like these. This time, tuck your toes, push yourself up, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Deep and slow breath. On your next exhalation, vertebra rolling up to high plank. Your hands are placed underneath your shoulders. Your tailbone is slightly tucked in. I don't want you to push your hips back up. I want you to tuck your tailbone slightly, engaging the core. 2 more breaths. On your next exhalation, moving very slowly. Again, you can place your knees onto the mat into Chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. 3 breaths. Exhale, pushing back to child's pose. Relaxing, releasing, and settling in. From here, we will be focusing on our shoulder stability. We will be starting with dolphin pose. So place your shoulders underneath, your elbows underneath your shoulders. Grab your fingers into the mat. If you want, you can bring them into kind of like a triangle to place your hands a little closer to each other, or keep them straight. I prefer the triangle. Then tuck your toes and walk your feet and hips up as far as possible. Don't collapse in your shoulders like so, but push away. And staying here for 3 breaths. On your next exhalation, sinking back into child's pose. Beautiful. Quick reset before we will be moving on to another round. So again, place your elbows underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, and walk your hips up. Making sure you're not collapsing in your shoulders, but rather pushing away. Strengthening these shoulders, I know can be tough, but you got this. Two more breaths. Beautiful. Exhale and let go. Quick reset. From here, we will be moving on to forearm plank. So again, shoulders underneath, elbows underneath your shoulders. Tailbone is slightly tucked as earlier. Core is engaged. Shoulders are strong, not collapsing. Push away. Beautiful. 5 breaths here. You've got this. Three more. I'm shaking. I don't know about you. All right. One last breath. And release. quick child's pose. Beautiful. For our last strength part, we will be moving into an integral strength phase. So come on to your side plank. If you are a little wobbly or this is too much, then place one knee as support underneath. But if you're feeling strong and confident, then come into full half side plank. Staying here for 3 breaths. Making sure you elevate your hips up and you don't let them hang like so. One last breath. Changing sides, no rest here. Moving on to the other side, quick transition. Finding your balance. Again, you can place your knee as support on the mat. Three more breaths. Beautiful. From here, coming into high plank and then into a variation of tabletop, but don't put your knees on the mat. Let them hover for 2 to 3 centimeters above the mat. Strong shoulders, strong core. We're almost there. One more breath. Exhale, release. One more round of the tabletop hovering. And then we will be moving into our rest and repeat session. All right. Checking your alignment, tucking your toes, and lifting your knees up. 5 breaths. Make them count. This is the last strengthening exercise. You've got this. 3 more breaths. Beautiful, and let go. Ooh, coming into our rest and release part of this class. First, we will be moving into puppy pose. So your knees are underneath your hip and walk your hands to the front of the mat, sinking your chest down. You can either place your chin on the mat or your foreheads. Feeling the opening in the chest, release in the shoulders. Signalizing the nervous system that we are safe. Beautiful. Letting go and coming into child's pose. Place your knees mat width apart and sink your hips down. Beautiful. Coming back up and finding easy pose. Your hands can be placed on your knees. Gently close your eyes if that feels safe. Other way, have a look around in the room, checking objects and signalizing that we are safe. And sinking into a short and sweet mini meditation. Checking in with your breath. How are you feeling? Feeling your sit bones on the mats. Moving on to our shoulders. Feeling that our shoulders has worked hard. And they're ready to rest and release. Checking in with our jaw, making sure it's relaxed. Our forehead, our eyes, soft. And then coming back to our breath. Inhaling for 4 counts. Exhaling for 6. Two more like these. And gently open your eyes. Thank you so much for flowing with me, and I hope you like the new strength classes coming up. And if you like them, then please leave a thumbs up and a subscription to help me grow this channel and spread more healthy aging into this world. See you next time. Namaste.